Welcome to my channel, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jonathan. I am the spiritually awakened empath. If this is your first time on this channel and you're looking to gain a deeper understanding of the spiritual awakening process and everything that it entails, I highly recommend that you subscribe to this channel and make sure to hit the bell to be notified each time I upload a video. To my returning subscribers, welcome back, my friends. Welcome back. In today's video, we're going to be covering 10 superpowers that every empath has. Let's get started. As you most likely have gone through the exact same thing, growing up being an empath and not understanding what I was going through, what I was feeling, how I was able to feel out other people's emotions, and how I was able to take in their emotions, made it very difficult. I seemed to attract a lot of people that were there just to suck out my energy. And I struggled a lot of my life with actually feeling happy because they were constantly draining me and I didn't know how to maintain my high energy level. And it's the same thing with in social surroundings. I always seemed to pull myself back because I had a hard time being my authentic self during these situations. And I'll be honest, during high school, I jumped into drugs and alcohol because of this. I was giving away too much of my energy, and some days I was left feeling depressed and I had no idea why. But then once I had my spiritual awakening, everything became clear because I started to gain more and more knowledge as to what being empathic really meant. I started to learn how to maintain my high vibrational energy. I started to learn sometimes that you have to have boundaries. And it's through all this learning that now I've been able to become a very powerful empath. And in this video, we're going to be covering 10 powerful superpowers that every single empath has. The first superpower that every empath has is you are a very attentive listener. Okay, we live in a society right now where everyone is so busy, they're always constantly doing things, and they're not truly paying attention. But not you. When you talk with someone, you're very attentive. You feel out whatever energy they're projecting to you. You're able to read body language, even though you've never taken any course on how to do this. And you seem to attract individuals all the time. You just say hello to someone, and next thing you know, for 20 minutes, someone has been talking to you. It's been divulging all this information that they most likely wouldn't even talk to about to with their friends and relatives. And that's a thing. Growing up, I was a custodian in a high school. Okay, and that's the thing. I would walk into a classroom and I would just say hello. Hey, how's it going to the teacher? And next thing I know, I've been cleaning the room for 20 minutes. And then they haven't stopped spilling their guts. They haven't stopped talking because they're just drawn. It's their subconscious that draws them to you. At their subconscious, they have an empathic ability as well. And they know that you're a kind, loving person. They know that they can trust you. And that's why they open up to you. Your second super ability that every powerful empath has is your intuition. You meet someone, you have never been wrong about someone. And I'm not talking about judging someone off of an action. I'm talking the first time you meet someone, you actually know whether or not they're a good person, whether or not they're being authentic or not. You can feel out if they're an energy vampire or if they're a narcissist. And this intuition is what has led you this way. The third superpower that every empath has is you are a human lie detector. You've never taken courses on how to detect someone, whether they're lying or not. But once again, is you're able to feel this out. And sometimes it can hurt, especially when it's loved ones or friends. Even though it might be little white lies, at a certain point it starts to accumulate and you have to call them out on it. But whenever you meet someone, let's say like in business world or anything like this, it can be very beneficial to know whether or not they're telling the truth. The fourth superpower that every empath has is you are very considerate towards others. No matter what's going on in your life right now, you have a lot of compassion and empathy for others. We live in a society currently where the majority of individuals are in survival mode. The majority of individuals are living out of fear. They're feeling like as if they're victimized. Therefore, they have no compassion for others. They're looking only after themselves. But you, it doesn't matter what's going on in your life, you're always being considerate towards others. And sometimes you will even do things that you know will harm you just in order to help out someone else. The fifth superpower that every empath has is you have this incredible ability to create things. Whether you're an artist, whether you're a painter, whether you're a songwriter, whether you like to write novels, you'd like to write blogs, you're able to get into this creative flow. And you know that whatever piece of art you're doing right now isn't your best, because you know as time goes on, you're getting more and more into your creative flow and you're able to create better things. But it's just this passion and this flow that's flowing through you that's allowing you to create these wonderful masterpieces. The sixth superpower that every empath has: you are a natural healer. You have healing hands. Ever since you can remember, friends, family members, relatives, even sometimes strangers would come up to you and they would just divulge things that they would never divulge to other individuals. And it can leave you feeling drained sometimes, but as you keep on getting more and more knowledge, as you start to become a more empowered empath, you will see that your healing hands are going to help the world heal, and you're going to help individuals at a very deep level. The seventh superpower that every empath has is you always do the right thing, even if it is harder. It's like this video I made yesterday with my angels. I wanted to create a really special video, and I bit off a little bit more than I could chew. And I'll be honest, after about 3 hours of trying to edit this video, I almost gave up. But then I realized that it doesn't matter if this takes me 8 hours to do. It's the right thing to do. This is what I wanted to do, to show my appreciation to my angels. And this has probably happened many times over in your life, that no matter how hard it is, it's better to do the right thing than to take the shortcut. The eighth superpower that every empath has is you're always authentic or quiet. And that used to be me before I realized that I was empathic. Let's say going back to high school or early 20s, going to parties and stuff. I always seemed to draw myself out. I always, excluded myself from the crowd because I wasn't able to be myself. All their conversations were just superficial things. There was no in-depth conversation. Therefore, I removed myself instead of being my authentic self. And that's most likely been your case. You're most likely more introverted because you feel that it's more important to be your authentic self than to just say something just to have someone else like you. The ninth superpower that every empath has is being able to go through sudden personal growth, being able to go through transformation with more confidence than the average person. The average person will stay in their comfortable area. They won't risk taking themselves out of their comfort zone. But as you're going through your spiritual awakening, you're using your intuition to move forward, and you might not know what's coming up, but you're still willing to do the transformation. You're still willing to transform yourself into who you have to be in order to get to the next step, because there is this inner knowing that you're becoming the best version of yourself each and every single day, and that is what's keeping you moving forward, and that's what is transforming you and making you the best person that you can possibly be. And the 10th superpower that every powerful empath has is able to remain humble no matter how good things are getting, no matter how big of leaps you're taking. You're still remaining humble. You're not allowing this ego to inflate your head. You're remaining humble and grateful for what you have. That's going to do it for the video, guys. You guys have an amazing day. I love you guys. You guys take care. Namaste.